Welcome to Chanakya Niti, Life-Changing Principles. This audiobook is written, narrated, and published by Sweet Audible. Chapter 1. The Foundation, Self-Discipline. If there is one power that separates the extraordinary from the ordinary, the successful from the unsuccessful, the powerful from the powerless, it is self-discipline. Chanakya said, "He who has conquered his mind has conquered the world." These are not just poetic words. These are the very roots on which great empires, legendary leaders, and remarkable individuals built their lives. This chapter is the first doorway into Chanakya's Niti, because without discipline, no strategy works. Without discipline, no dream grows. Without discipline, no wisdom shines. Discipline is the foundation that supports all other achievements. Let us enter this chapter slowly. Let us breathe into it, and let us understand why Chanakya placed self-mastery above everything else.
The inner battle where everything begins. Every day, there are two versions of you fighting inside. The weak self that chooses comfort, distraction, and pleasure. The strong self that chooses growth, effort, and purpose. Chanakya's wisdom begins here. Your first enemy is within you, your uncontrolled mind. Not the society, not critics, not competition, not circumstances. It is your undisciplined mind that stops you first. Discipline is not about forcing yourself. It is about aligning yourself with your highest self.
Modern distractions versus ancient wisdom. Chanakya lived over 2,300 years ago, long before the age of smartphones, notifications, 24/7 media, social platforms, and endless entertainment. Yet his wisdom fits this era even more powerfully. He said, "A person who cannot control his senses becomes a slave." Today, our senses are attacked every second. Your eyes with visuals, your ears with noise, your mind with comparison, your heart with desires. Every swipe, every scroll, every unnecessary consumption weakens your inner command. Discipline is not becoming emotionless, it is becoming unshakable. Small habits create big destinies. People often say, "I want to do something big. I want success. I want respect." Chanakya would simply smile and say, "First, become the master of small things." The truth is, success is not built in a single day. It is built in the silent, consistent actions you take every day. If you control your mornings, you control your momentum. If you control your habits, you control your path. If you control your impulses, you control your life. The myth of motivation. Most people wait for motivation. They wait for the right mood. They wait for inspiration. But Chanakya shatters this myth. Action brings motivation, not the other way. Motivation is like a visitor. It comes and goes. Discipline is like a king. It stays. The world belongs to those who act even when they don't feel like acting. The athlete wakes up before dawn. The student studies while others play. The entrepreneur works when others sleep. The artist practices when others rest. Not because they are motivated, but because they are disciplined. Remove weaknesses ruthlessly. Chanakya's teachings are sharp, sometimes brutally honest. He says, Your weaknesses are your greatest enemies. If you don't conquer them, they will conquer you. You must identify what weakens you. Is it laziness? Is it overthinking? Is it fear? Is it anger? Is it gossip? Is it addiction to entertainment? Is it procrastination? Is it lack of focus? Be honest with yourself, because honesty is the first step to discipline. Chanakya teaches, remove your weaknesses like a surgeon removes a poisoned thorn. That is the level of seriousness required.
Control of emotions is control of life. Discipline is not only about routines, it is also about emotions. Chanakya warns, a man who is ruled by emotions can be defeated even by a child. You become disciplined when you learn not to react instantly, not to get angry quickly, not to get carried away by pleasure, not to fall for instant gratification, not to give up during difficulty. When your emotions stop controlling you, your clarity rises, and clarity is the foundation of strong decisions.
Practice the power of no. One of the greatest forms of discipline is the ability to say no. It protects your time. It protects your mental peace. It protects your purpose. Say no to distractions. Say no to unproductive people. Say no to unnecessary conversations. Say no to late-night temptations. Say no to self-doubt. A disciplined person does not try to please everyone. They protect their focus like a warrior protects his shield. Your environment shapes you. Chanakya says, a person's nature is influenced by the company he keeps. Your environment is either pushing you forward or pulling you backward. If you stay around lazy people, you become lazy. If you stay around toxic people, you become negative. If you stay around thinkers, you become thoughtful. If you stay around doers, you become unstoppable. Discipline becomes easier when your environment supports it. So choose your circle with wisdom. Routine, the invisible power. Chanakya believed in structure. A clear routine brings clarity to the mind. Today, routines are seen as boring, repetitive, or restrictive. But in truth, routines set you free because you waste no time deciding. You avoid confusion. You reduce mental fatigue. You focus on what matters. A strong routine builds strong results. Wake up early. Plan your day. Eat clean. Study deeply. Work consistently. Sleep on time. Your routine decides your future. Discipline and freedom, a paradox. Most people think discipline takes away freedom, but Chanakya flips this idea. He teaches discipline creates the highest freedom. Freedom from regret, weakness, noise, chaos, shame, and failure. When you control your habits, you control your future. When you discipline your mind, you liberate your life. The inner transformation. You cannot always control the outside world, but you can always control your actions, your habits, and your responses. Chanakya's guidance is clear. Master yourself, and the world bows automatically. When you become disciplined, opportunities open, people trust you, your confidence rises, your influence grows, your life transforms. You don't need magic, you don't need luck, you need consistency.
Closing lines of Chapter 1. Discipline is not a punishment. Discipline is a gift you give yourself. It is the foundation upon which all greatness is built. Let the world do what it wants. You do what you must. Because when you command yourself, you command everything around you. This is the first step of Chanakya Niti, the step that transforms ordinary lives into extraordinary legacies.
Chapter 2. Wisdom over Emotion, the Strategic Mindset. If Chapter 1 was about conquering the inner world, then Chapter 2 is about conquering the outer world. Success is not only built through hard work, it is built through intelligence, strategy, emotional control, and clarity of thought. Chanakya said, "Before you start any work, think of the outcome." This simple sentence contains the power to prevent failures, protect your success, and guide your path with wisdom. Today, we explore one of the strongest foundations of Chanakya Niti, the strategic mindset. This is the mindset that helps you navigate people, decisions, temptation, competition, risk, and opportunity itself. Let us begin.
Emotions are the unseen saboteurs. Chanakya lived in a world of kings, spies, politics, betrayals, and war. He watched kingdoms fall because kings acted emotionally instead of intelligently. He famously said, "A man who acts out of emotion invites destruction." Think about modern life. How many people ruin relationships in moments of anger? How many quit their goals during moments of frustration? How many spend money in moments of excitement? How many trust the wrong people in moments of loneliness? How many make permanent decisions during temporary emotions? The strategic person pauses. The emotional person reacts. And your reaction defines your future. The power of pausing before acting. Chanakya believed that the strongest weapon is not the sword, but the mind. And the strongest mind is the one that does not rush. He said, "The wise think before acting. The foolish act before thinking." Before you react, ask yourself, is this necessary? Is this beneficial? Will this matter in 5 years? Will I regret this decision? Pause is power. Patience is power. Wisdom grows in silence. When you learn to pause, you gain control over the entire situation.
Logic over sentiment, the path of intelligent action. Chanakya's teachings can be brutally honest. He believed that mixing logic with emotion destroys clarity. He said, "One who lets emotions overpower intelligence can never achieve success." Let's take real-life examples. A student feels tired and skips studying. Emotion wins, future loses. A business owner panics during a setback. Emotion wins, opportunity loses. Someone invests blindly in hype. Emotion wins, money loses. Someone gives up easily because of fear. Emotion wins, potential loses. The strategic mind asks, what is the truth of this situation? What is the smartest move? What serves my long-term goals? Emotion asks, what makes me feel better right now? Long-term success is built on logic, not impulse.
Strategic thinking, seeing the bigger picture. Chanakya was a grand master of planning. He understood that every action has a consequence. Every seed has a harvest. Every choice has a result. He said, "The person who sees consequences becomes powerful." Modern life teaches people to look at immediate pleasure, instant results, quick success, fast decisions. Chanakya teaches the opposite. Look beyond today. Look beyond yourself. Look beyond emotion. Strategic people think long-term, calculate risks, understand timing, read situations, anticipate outcomes, prepare for consequences. This mindset turns an ordinary person into an extraordinary achiever.
Understanding people. Chanakya's deep insight into human nature. One of Chanakya's greatest strengths was his understanding of people. He said, "Study people, understand their intentions, then act." People act out of self-interest, desire, fear, insecurity, ego, ambition, jealousy, need. When you understand these forces, you stop taking things personally. Chanakya observed, a person's true nature is seen in 3 situations: danger, money, and power. So observe how someone treats you when they don't need you, how someone talks about others behind their back, how someone reacts to your success, how someone behaves when they have power, how someone behaves when losing power. Understanding human nature gives you clarity in relationships, partnerships, leadership, and life itself.
Strategy over strength. Chanakya built an entire empire through strategy, not strength. He believed that a strong mind can defeat a strong army. He said, "A strategy, even if small, can defeat the biggest force." In real life, you don't need to work 16 hours a day. You need to work smart. You don't need hundreds of friends. You need a few loyal ones. You don't need all answers. You need the right questions. You don't need to fight every battle. You need to choose the right ones. Strategy protects your energy, time, and life. Detachment, the secret of clarity. Chanakya practiced detached thinking, not emotional coldness, but emotional clarity. He taught, one who is detached sees truth clearly. When you detach from ego, validation, fear, desire, insecurity, you begin to see life as it is. Detachment does not mean you don't care. It means you care with intelligence, not blindness. This clarity is essential for good decisions.
Be slow to trust, quick to observe. Chanakya warned, blind trust leads to regret. He advised testing people before trusting them, not because the world is bad, but because human nature is unpredictable. People change with time, situations, emotions, money, benefits. A strategic person observes first, trusts later. Modern advice says, trust openly. Chanakya says, trust intelligently. And intelligent trust leads to stable relationships.
Controlling impulse is the mark of the wise. Chanakya said, impulse is the enemy of wisdom. Impulse creates mistakes. Impulse kills opportunities. Impulse damages respect. Strategic thinking requires reflection, patience, evaluation, wisdom. When you are no longer controlled by impulses, you become hard to manipulate, hard to fool, hard to defeat. Becoming a strategic thinker in the modern world. Here are Chanakya's modern actionable steps. Think before you speak. Words cannot be taken back. Think before you decide. Decisions shape destiny. Think before you react. Your reaction defines your reputation. Think before you trust. Loyalty must be tested. Think before you form habits. Habits create your future. Think before you quit. Sometimes success is one step away. Strategic thinking is not about overthinking. It is about thinking effectively.
Closing lines of Chapter 2.
You will meet many people who are stronger, richer, more talented. But the person who thinks clearly will always rise above the rest. Chanakya's message echoes through time. Strength may fail, wealth may fade, but a sharp mind conquers all. Be calm, be wise, be strategic, be thoughtful. This is the second pillar of Chanakya Niti, the pillar that protects you from mistakes and lifts you toward success with intelligence.
Chapter 3. Mastering People, the Art of Relationships. If discipline builds your inner strength and strategy builds your mental clarity, then understanding people builds your outer power. Humans are social beings. Every opportunity, threat, success, failure, blessing, and challenge comes through people. The right people can open doors you never imagined. The wrong people can close doors you never knew existed. Chanakya, the master of political psychology, said, "Only a fool trusts blindly. The wise observe, judge, and then act." This chapter is about wisdom in relationships, how to choose them, how to nurture them, and how to protect yourself from the wrong ones. Let us explore what Chanakya calls the art of mastering people.
Not everyone who smiles is your friend. One of Chanakya's most famous teachings is, do not believe a person simply because he speaks sweetly. In the modern world,
People are experts at pretending. Social media adds filters not only to photos, but also to personalities. Smiles can hide jealousy. Compliments can hide intentions. Kind words can hide manipulation. This does not mean you become negative. It simply means you become aware. Chanakya teaches us to observe actions, not words. Because while words can lie, patterns cannot.
Your circle shapes your destiny. Chanakya said, "A person becomes like those he associates with." Your friends, colleagues, and daily contacts silently sculpt your mindset. If you sit with winners, you will think like a winner. If you sit with complainers, you will complain. If you sit with disciplined people, you will rise. If you sit with lazy people, you will fall. Your circle is your mirror. Ask yourself, do the people around me push me higher or pull me down? Do they inspire me or drain me? Do they celebrate my growth or feel threatened by it? Choose wisely, because your environment becomes your energy.
Test people before trusting them. Chanakya was very clear. Trust should be earned, not given. In today's world, people trust quickly. In relationships, in friendships, in business collaborations, on social platforms. But most heartbreak, betrayal, and disappointment comes from trusting too fast. Chanakya teaches a simple test. Observe how someone behaves in these situations. When they are angry, when they are jealous, when they are in need, when they receive power, when someone else succeeds. These moments reveal the truth hidden behind masks. The person who remains consistent in all seasons is the person worth trusting.
Loyalty, the rarest gem. Chanakya said, "A loyal friend is more valuable than 1,000 relatives." Loyalty is rare because it demands character, integrity, gratitude, emotional maturity. A loyal person stands with you in darkness, failure, confusion, crisis, difficulty. A disloyal person disappears the moment the storm arrives. Never take loyalty for granted, and never offer loyalty to someone who hasn't earned it.
Learn to say no without guilt. One of the biggest reasons people ruin themselves is the inability to say no. Chanakya warned, "If you try to please everyone, you will lose yourself." Saying no is not rude. Saying no is self-respect. Say no to unnecessary invitations, toxic relationships, manipulative people, time-wasting hobbies, guilt-based obligations, unhealthy temptations. Your time is precious. Protect it with dignity.
Respectful distance, a shield for your peace. Chanakya advised everyone to maintain a healthy distance from all, even friends, even family. Not emotional distance, but boundary distance. He said, "Do not reveal all your secrets, even to your closest." People are human. They change. They get influenced. They get emotional. They get insecure. Boundaries are not walls. Boundaries are doors with locks. You choose who enters and how far they go. A disciplined relationship is the strongest relationship.
Never reveal your weaknesses to everyone. Chanakya said, "Do not disclose your weaknesses. The world does not forgive weakness." This may sound harsh, but it is reality. Not everyone wants the best for you. Some people look for cracks. Some look for opportunities to control you, manipulate you, or use you. Strength gets respect. Weakness invites exploitation. Share your struggles only with those wiser than you, those who genuinely care, those who can guide you. The rest of the world needs to see your strength, not your wounds.
Jealousy, the hidden emotion behind many smiles. Chanakya observed human behavior deeply. He said, "A jealous person pretends friendship, but burns inside." People may smile at your success, but inside they may feel threatened, insecure, or inferior. Jealousy is not your problem, but awareness is your responsibility. Do not share your achievements with everyone. Some people clap only to hide their envy.
Identify toxic people early. Chanakya was extremely sharp when it came to recognizing toxicity. He said, "Avoid those who constantly criticize, complain, or create conflict." A toxic person drains your energy, damages your confidence, attacks your peace, spreads negativity, manipulates your emotions, wastes your time, controls through guilt, makes you doubt yourself. Remove them early, because the longer they stay, the deeper they damage. Your mind is a temple. Do not allow poison to enter. Understand human nature, and you control life. Chanakya believed that if you understand people, you will understand life itself. He categorized people into patterns: the wise, the foolish, the selfish, the insecure, the loyal, the deceitful, the emotional, the stable, the unpredictable. Once you know the pattern, you know how to deal with them. For example, don't argue with fools. Don't trust gossipers. Don't fear the loud. Fear the silent. Don't expect loyalty from the selfish. Don't reveal plans to the jealous. Don't expect maturity from the unstable. Human behavior is predictable once you observe it.
Build strong relationships through value, not expectation. Chanakya said, "Relationships grow when both sides offer value. Give value through honesty, support, respect, reliability, integrity, and expect the same in return. Never beg for love. Never chase respect. Never demand attention. The right people will stand with you naturally." Mastering people is not manipulation, it is wisdom. This chapter is not about deceiving people. It is about understanding human nature, protecting yourself, building meaningful connections, avoiding harmful people, choosing wisely, growing socially, building influence. Chanakya never taught deception. He taught intelligence. And intelligence in relationships is the greatest emotional strength.
Closing lines of Chapter 3. Chanakya said, "Associate with the wise. Avoid the foolish. Observe everyone." Your relationships determine your emotions, mindset, opportunities, decisions, future. Choose carefully. Invest wisely. Protect intelligently. Observe silently. When you master people, you master the world around you. This is the third pillar of Chanakya Niti, the pillar that protects your heart, sharpens your mind, and elevates your destiny. Chapter 4. The Power of Silence and Secrecy. There are two forces that shape destiny: the words you speak and the words you don't. If knowledge is power, then silence is protection, and secrecy is strategy. Chanakya understood something about human behavior that most people ignore. Not everyone needs to know everything about you. Not every thought deserves to be spoken. Not every plan should be announced. Not every emotion should be displayed. He said, "Silence is the armor of the wise." The modern world glorifies noise. Oversharing, constant posting, endless talking, public opinions, public emotions, public conflicts. But Chanakya reminds us, the more silent you are, the more powerful you become. Let us explore the subtle yet life-changing strength hidden in silence and secrecy. Silence is a superpower in a loud world. Today, people talk more than they think. They express more than they understand. They reveal more than they realize. But silence is underrated. Chanakya said, "The wise remain silent when faced with fools." Why? Because silence protects your mind from unnecessary arguments and drains. Silence is not weakness, it is calm control. When you remain silent, you observe more, you understand more, you learn more, you react less, you avoid mistakes. Silence is the language of strong minds. One of Chanakya's strongest teachings is, do not reveal your plans until they are successful. Why does he insist on secrecy? Because people may discourage you, people may steal your ideas, people may sabotage your path, people may mock your dreams, people may influence your confidence, people may weaken your focus. Not intentionally always, sometimes unknowingly. But every time you announce your plans, you release energy. Your mind gets satisfied with the announcement instead of the achievement. Silent plans grow faster. Silent work becomes powerful work. Let your results make the noise. The person who knows too much about you controls you. Chanakya warned, revealing your secrets makes you vulnerable. People who know your fears, your weaknesses, your insecurities, your struggles, your desires, your emotional triggers, your private life, hold the power to influence, manipulate, or hurt you. You must never hand over this power to anyone undeserving. Share only with those who can guide you, those who genuinely love you, those who are emotionally trustworthy. Your private life must remain private. Protect your inner world. Silence in conflict, a shield for your dignity. When someone insults you, criticizes you, or tries to provoke you, the first instinct is to react. But Chanakya says, silence is the best reply to a fool. Because arguments with foolish people have no end. Anger damages your peace. Reaction gives them control. Fighting lowers your dignity. Silence destroys their influence. When you remain calm while the other person burns with emotion, you win without fighting, and the world sees who is wise and who is not. Silence is strength.
Observe more, speak less. Chanakya's intelligence came from deep observation. He said, "He who knows when to speak and when to stay silent is truly wise." Talking too much exposes you. Observing quietly empowers you. When you speak less, you reveal less. Get judged less. Get misunderstood less. Get distracted less. Conserve more energy. Notice hidden details. Read people better. Understand situations deeply. Most people miss opportunities because they are too busy talking. The silent person sees what others overlook.
Secrecy in success. Protect what you build. Chanakya lived in a political world full of spies and enemies. He understood that protection of information is protection of power. He said, success should be protected like a flame in the wind. Just because you succeed doesn't mean you share everything. How you built it, how much you earned, whom you met, what your weaknesses were, what your strategy was. Your success is a treasure. Your methods are your intellectual property. Your plans are your advantage. Protect them.
Social media, the modern enemy of silence. Chanakya lived in ancient times, but if he saw modern social media, he would give one advice: stop announcing your life to strangers. Posting your every move, your private life, your relationship fights, your financial status, your future plans, your locations, your problems, is giving free access to your mental world. Oversharing weakens you because you get unnecessary opinions. You invite jealousy. You attract criticism. You lose privacy. You lose control. You lose focus. The strongest people live quietly. They let their results influence the world.
The 3 things you should always keep secret. Chanakya declared 3 things must never be revealed. 1. Your goals, until they are achieved. 2. Your weaknesses, because people use them. 3. Your next move, because unpredictability is protection. These 3 secrets keep you safe, respected, and powerful.
Silence builds character. People who are loud often hide insecurity. People who overshare
often hide emptiness. People who talk too much often lack clarity. But silent people hold power, hold dignity, hold depth, hold patience, hold control. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is maturity. Chanakya said, "Let your deeds speak, not your tongue." Your silence creates mystery. Your silence creates strength. Your silence creates respect.
When silence is not good. Chanakya also warned against silent suffering. He said, "Be silent, but not when injustice is being done. You must speak when your boundaries are crossed. Someone disrespects you. Someone harms you. You must defend your dignity. Silence becomes weakness, not wisdom. Silence is not running away. Silence is choosing the right moment to speak."
Closing lines of Chapter 4. Silence gives you clarity. Secrecy gives you power. Observation gives you intelligence. If you learn to control your tongue, you will control your future. If you learn to protect your plans, you will protect your success. Let others talk. Let others announce. Let others reveal. You stay silent, stay focused, stay strategic. Because the quieter you become, the more you can hear destiny whispering its secrets to you. This is the fourth pillar of Chanakya Niti, the pillar of silent strength and invisible power. Chapter 5. Handling Failure, Pain, and Setbacks. Every journey of greatness walks through the valleys of pain. Every extraordinary life has endured extraordinary struggles. Every success story you admire is built on a foundation of past failures. Chanakya himself knew failure deeply. Insults, poverty, betrayals, humiliations. He wasn't born a kingmaker. He was shaped by adversity. He said, "There is no better teacher than adversity." This chapter explores the art of dealing with pain, failure, setbacks, and difficulty, the way Chanakya understood it, and the way you can apply it today.
Failure is not the end. It is the beginning. Chanakya declared, "Failure is the first step of knowledge." Failure is not a wall. Failure is a mirror, showing you what needs to change. Most people misunderstand failure. They treat it as a punishment, as a sign of weakness, as a reason to quit. But Chanakya teaches that failure is not your enemy. Failure is your mentor, if you let it be. Every failure contains insight, direction, correction, wisdom, strength. The moment you stop fearing failure, you start growing. Pain builds strength. Comfort destroys it. Chanakya believed that comfort weakens a person, while difficulty strengthens the soul. He said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Look at your life. Think of your strongest traits: resilience, patience, confidence, clarity, courage. Every one of them was born through pain. The moments that broke you also built you. The moments that exhausted you also shaped you. The people who hurt you also taught you wisdom. The failures that disappointed you also carved out your discipline. Pain is not a curse. Pain is a craftsman.
The only real mistake is repeating mistakes. Chanakya gave a powerful warning. One who repeats a mistake is a fool. To fail once is normal. To fail twice is understandable. To fail repeatedly the same way is a sign of unawareness. Pain becomes valuable only when you learn from it. Ask yourself, what did this failure teach me? What habit caused this? What emotion misled me? What decision was wrong? Who influenced this outcome? If you don't analyze your setbacks, you will repeat them. Mistakes are fine. Repeating them is not.
Pain turns ordinary people into legends. Chanakya's life is a testament to this. He was once humiliated by a king and thrown out of the court. People mocked him. He walked away barefoot with anger in his eyes and purpose in his heart. That single moment of pain shaped his destiny. He used his wound as fuel, his humiliation as energy, his anger as determination. He built an empire because someone broke his pride. Sometimes the person who breaks you is the person who makes you powerful. Sometimes life has to push you down so you can rise like never before.
Do not quit. Transform. Chanakya observed that most people quit too soon. He said, "Even a fallen ant climbs again." The ant climbs even after falling 100 times. It doesn't complain. It doesn't cry. It doesn't blame fate. It simply tries again. Chanakya teaches, be like the ant. Fall 7 times, rise 8. Every attempt makes you stronger. People admire success. They do not see the wounds behind it. Success is not built by gifted people. It is built by stubborn hearts.
Do not quit. Transform. Chanakya observed that most people quit too soon. He said, "Even a fallen ant climbs again." The ant climbs even after falling 100 times. It doesn't complain. It doesn't cry. It doesn't blame fate. It simply tries again. Chanakya teaches, be like the ant. Fall 7 times, rise 8. Every attempt makes you stronger. People admire success. They do not see the wounds behind it. Success is not built by gifted people. It is built by stubborn hearts.
Suffering is inevitable. Surrendering is not. Chanakya was realistic. He didn't promise an easy life. He didn't say everything will go smoothly. He said, there is no person without suffering. Everyone faces storms, sorrows, pain, disappointments, losses, heartbreaks. Your strength does not come from avoiding adversity. Your strength comes from enduring it. Life will test you. Life will challenge you. Life will push you. And your response will decide your destiny.
Learn the art of emotional resilience. Pain becomes unbearable when you resist it, but when you understand it, you grow through it. Chanakya advised emotional discipline. The mind must be stronger than circumstances. Don't collapse at the first sign of difficulty. Don't react emotionally to problems. Don't drown in self-pity. Don't let setbacks define your identity. Instead, breathe, analyze, understand, reflect, rebuild, rise. Your ability to stay calm when life gets loud is your greatest emotional weapon.
Cutting what weakens you is wisdom, not cruelty. Sometimes failure happens because of the wrong people around you. Chanakya said, "Abandon that which harms you." Failed relationships, failed friendships, failed partnerships, failed habits should not be carried into your future. Letting go is not loss. Letting go is cleansing. Cut ties with people who drain you, people who belittle you, people who disrespect you, people who betray you, people who slow your growth. Your environment either strengthens you or weakens you. Choose strength.
Failure forces you to evolve. When life is smooth, you stay the same. When life hits, you evolve. Chanakya observed, "Adversity reveals ability." Think of the moments life broke your expectations: losing a job, losing money, heartbreak, betrayal, rejection, humiliation. Every one of those moments changed you emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You learned who you are, what you want, what matters, what does not, what to protect. Turn wounds into wisdom. When something hurts you deeply, your mind becomes sharper, your vision becomes clearer, your intuition becomes stronger. Chanakya turned his wounds into weapons. He built strategies from sufferings. He turned personal defeat into national victory. You can do the same. Your heartbreak can make you wise. Your humiliation can make you disciplined. Your poverty can make you determined. Your failures can make you extraordinary. There is gold inside your pain if you learn to extract it.
The comeback mindset. Setbacks can discourage you, but they can also awaken a fire inside you. The choice is yours. Chanakya said, "Do not grieve over what is lost. Move forward." Forward is the only direction that matters now. Don't get stuck in past failures. Don't stay angry at life. Don't stay stuck in regret. Rise with a new understanding. Rise with a deeper purpose. Rise with a sharper strategy. Comeback is not an event. It is a mindset. Closing lines of Chapter 5. Pain is not punishment. Pain is preparation. Failure is not the end. Failure is the beginning of wisdom. Setbacks are not walls. They are lessons hidden in difficulty. Let your wounds sharpen you. Let your failures rewrite you. Let your suffering transform you. Because when you rise after falling, you rise with power no one can take away. This is the fifth pillar of Chanakya Niti, the pillar of resilience, transformation, and unstoppable strength.
Chapter 6. Wealth, Success, and Smart Work. We live in a world where people chase money blindly, but very few understand it. Where people desire success desperately, but very few prepare for it. Where people work hard endlessly, but very few work smartly. Chanakya, one of the greatest economists and strategists of ancient India, understood wealth in a way even modern thinkers admire.
He believed wealth is not just money. Wealth is knowledge. Wealth is character. Wealth is resourcefulness. Wealth is inner stability. Wealth is self-discipline. He said, wealth comes to those who plan, protect, and persevere. This chapter dives into Chanakya's timeless strategies on building wealth, growing success, and mastering the art of smart work.
Wealth is not luck, it is a system. Chanakya rejected the idea that wealth arrives by chance. He said, luck is the excuse of the lazy. Wealth is the reward of the disciplined. Modern people blame fate, background, government, or circumstances for their financial struggles. But Chanakya teaches that wealth is created through knowledge, strategy, consistency, resource management, and smart decisions. Wealth is mathematical, not magical. You don't need to be born rich. You need to think wisely.
Build skills, not just dreams. Chanakya believed that the true treasure is not gold, but skill. He said, knowledge is the greatest wealth. A thief cannot steal it. In today's world, skills are the real currency. Communication, negotiation, leadership, digital skills, problem solving, creativity, emotional intelligence, financial literacy. People dream of success, but do not build skills. People wish for wealth, but do not earn value. Success grows where skill grows, and skill grows where discipline grows.
Work smart, not just hard. Chanakya did not believe in blind effort. He taught efficiency. He taught strategic effort. He taught intelligent action. He said, before doing any task, measure its benefit. Working hard is honorable, but working smart is profitable. Smart work means choosing the right tasks, prioritizing long-term rewards, using systems and tools, leveraging technology, knowing when to delegate, learning from experts, avoiding redundant effort, timing your actions wisely. Many people work 10 hours a day and remain stuck. Some people work 4 hours with strategy and move ahead. Success comes from intelligent action, not exhaustion.
Money saved is money earned. Chanakya said, he who cannot manage his wealth will lose it like water leaking from a broken pot. Modern translation: no matter how much you earn, if you don't manage money well, you will lose it. Saving is not stinginess. Saving is wisdom. Because savings give freedom, security, stability, and confidence. Chanakya teaches, save first, spend later, avoid debt, build reserves, protect your earnings, track your expenses, cut luxuries, control desires. A wealthy lifestyle is not the same as wealth. Wealth is built quietly, not loudly. The power of multiple income streams. Chanakya believed in diversification. He warned against depending on a single source. He said, rely not on one source of income, for when it fails, survival becomes difficult. In modern life, you can build multiple streams through freelancing, online businesses, investing, skills teaching, passive income, property, content creation, digital products, consulting, side hustles. The goal is not to work endlessly. The goal is to create systems that work for you. Even kings had multiple sources of wealth. So should you. Time is the highest currency. Chanakya said, time lost cannot be regained, even by kings. Time is more valuable than money. Money can be earned back. Time cannot. Yet many people waste time, but worry about money.
They don't value the biggest wealth they have, their hours. Time management is life management. Use your time for learning, building, creating, improving, connecting, working smart, planning, resting wisely. Every hour you waste is wealth you lose.
Wealth requires protection. Chanakya didn't only teach how to grow wealth, he taught how to protect it. He said, "As a mother protects her child, so must a man protect his wealth." Protection means avoiding impulsive spending, avoiding unnecessary loans, avoiding risky investments, avoiding luxury addiction, avoiding financial traps, building emergency savings, planning for the future, staying away from get-rich-quick schemes. Smart people protect their money. Foolish people display it.
Surround yourself with wise and competent people. One of Chanakya's strongest financial teachings is to gain wealth, associate with the wise and able. If you learn from the rich-minded, you become rich. If you sit with the poor-minded, you remain stuck. Your financial growth depends on mentors, advisors, networks, business collaborators, successful role models. Do not discuss money with people who do not understand it, do not respect it, do not grow it, do not value it. Your financial circle matters.
Patience, the unseen ingredient of wealth. Chanakya said, "The fruit of patience is always sweet." Building real success takes time. Investing takes time. Skills take time. Businesses take time. Reputation takes time. Confidence takes time. Today's world is obsessed with instant gratification, instant money, instant fame, instant results. But instant success is fragile. Slow, steady success is unbreakable. Be patient. Be consistent. Be strategic. Time will reward you.
Wealth without values is destruction. Chanakya stressed ethics. He did not support greed, exploitation, or dishonesty. He said, "Wealth gained by injustice destroys its possessor." Money should not cost you your peace, your principles, your reputation, your character, your dignity, your humanity. Real success is not measured in your bank balance. It is measured in your balance of values. Earn well, live well, give well, grow with integrity. That is the true wealth Chanakya taught.
Success is a responsibility. Many people think success is only for enjoyment. But Chanakya said, success is a responsibility. The successful must act with discipline and humility. Success is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of a bigger one. When you succeed, remain humble, remain grounded, remain wise, remain disciplined, inspire others, uplift those who helped you. Use success for good. Arrogance destroys. Responsibility builds.
Closing lines of Chapter 6.
Wealth is not loud. Wealth is not a show. Wealth is not luck. Wealth is discipline in habits, intelligence in decisions, patience in delay, clarity in planning, wisdom in spending, humility in growing. Success is not an accident. It is a carefully built structure. This is the sixth pillar of Chanakya Niti, the pillar that teaches you how to earn, how to grow, how to protect, and how to rise with wisdom.
Chapter 7: Leadership and Influence. Leadership is not a position. Leadership is not a title. Leadership is not authority. Leadership is the ability to influence minds, inspire hearts, move people, and guide them toward a vision. And no one understood the art of leadership better than Chanakya, the man who transformed an ordinary village boy into one of India's greatest emperors, Chandragupta Maurya. Chanakya didn't just create a king, he created a leader. He created a legacy. He said, "A leader is one who lifts others higher." And in this chapter, we explore the Chanakya-style leadership that you can apply in relationships, business, career, family, and personal life.
Leadership begins with character. Chanakya believed the foundation of leadership is not skill, but character. He said, "A person with an impure heart cannot lead even himself." Character means honesty, integrity, truthfulness, responsibility, discipline, self-respect, courage, humility. People follow principled leaders, not powerful ones. They follow those they trust, not those they fear. Leadership is not about impressing people. Leadership is about inspiring people.
A leader leads through action, not words. Chanakya taught that the strongest form of influence is example. He said, "The leader must walk the path before asking others to follow it." Empty talk does not create respect. Action does. A leader works when others rest, learns when others ignore, improves when others complain, stays calm when others panic, takes responsibility when others blame. People follow the one who does, not the one who speaks. Discipline, the core of leadership. Chanakya believed that a leader without discipline is like a chariot without reins. He said, "Self-control is the greatest control." A disciplined leader wakes up with purpose, maintains emotional stability, controls reactions, manages time effectively, practices consistency, stays away from distractions, respects commitments. When a leader is disciplined, his team becomes disciplined, his family becomes disciplined, his environment becomes disciplined. Leadership radiates outward. A leader must balance kindness and strictness. Chanakya was clear. A leader who is only kind becomes weak. A leader who is only strict becomes feared. He said, "A leader must be like a gardener, gentle with flowers and fierce with weeds." This means support those who genuinely work, correct those who slack, appreciate good behavior, confront wrong behavior, encourage growth, enforce discipline, maintain fairness, avoid favoritism. A leader must be strong yet compassionate.
A leader takes responsibility, not credit. One of Chanakya's greatest qualities was accountability. He said, "A leader takes blame but shares credit." When things go wrong, a leader should analyze, take responsibility, fix the root cause, protect his people, grow through learning. When things go right, a leader should praise the team, reward effort, acknowledge contributions, stay humble. This creates loyalty, trust, and unity.
The power of calmness in crisis. Chanakya guided kings through wars, betrayals, famine, and political conflicts. He understood that panic destroys leadership. He said, "A leader must remain calm in chaos. Calmness gives clarity. Calmness gives confidence. Calmness gives direction. Calmness influences others to stay strong. A leader who panics multiplies fear. A leader who stays calm multiplies courage." This is why emotional stability is a leadership superpower. A leader must keep learning. Chanakya respected knowledge above everything else. He said, "There is no greater teacher than continuous learning." A leader who stops learning becomes outdated. A leader who learns constantly becomes unstoppable. Learning means reading, observing, self-reflecting, studying human nature, improving communication, understanding psychology, learning modern skills, learning from failures, seeking mentorship. A leader grows because he chooses to grow.
Choosing the right people. Chanakya warned that a leader is destroyed not by enemies, but by wrong people around him. He said, "A king is known by his ministers." In the modern world, it means your team defines your success. Your environment shapes your performance. Your circle influences your decisions. A leader must choose people who are competent, loyal, honest, committed, humble, skilled, aligned with the vision. A leader should avoid people who are jealous, deceitful, lazy, manipulators, negative thinkers, complainers, inconsistent. Right people equals stable leadership. Wrong people equals slow destruction.
Inspire, don't command. Chanakya taught that forced leadership is temporary, but inspired leadership is permanent. He said, "A leader must ignite the hearts of people." People obey commands out of fear. People follow inspiration out of respect. You inspire by appreciating effort, listening actively, guiding with clarity, supporting during struggle, being fair, being visionary, being compassionate, showing personal growth. Influence is emotional, not positional.
A leader must know the art of delegation. Chanakya taught kings that a leader cannot and should not do everything. He said, "Delegation is the strength of a wise leader." Delegation is not dumping work. It is assigning work strategically. A leader must trust capable people, allow others to grow, distribute responsibilities, avoid micromanaging, focus on bigger goals, create independent thinkers. A leader's role is not to do everything. It is to ensure everything gets done. A leader must think ahead. Chanakya was a master of long-term planning. He said, "The one who plans ahead wins before beginning." Leadership requires vision, the ability to see years ahead when others can only see days. A leader must anticipate challenges, foresee consequences, analyze opportunities, predict threats, prepare strategies, stay proactive, not reactive, build future-ready teams. Leadership is foresight.
Humility makes a leader great. Chanakya despised arrogance. He said, "Pride destroys even the strongest." Arrogance isolates leaders. Humility connects leaders. A humble leader listens, learns, adapts, respects, grows, and remains grounded. Power with humility becomes influence. Power with arrogance becomes downfall. Closing lines of Chapter 7. Leadership is not inherited. Leadership is not gifted. It is built through discipline, character, vision, courage, and compassion. Chanakya's message echoes through time. A true leader creates more leaders. Lead by example. Lead with wisdom. Lead with compassion. Lead with strength. Lead with purpose. Because leadership is not about being in front. It is about lifting others up as you rise. This is the 7th pillar of Chanakya Niti, the pillar of influence, responsibility, and visionary power. Chapter 8. Enemies, Competition, and Protection. Every person who rises in life attracts two things: support and opposition, followers and critics, friends and enemies. This is the nature of the world. The taller the tree grows, the stronger the winds that try to shake it. Chanakya understood this better than anyone. His life was filled with conspiracies, jealous rivals, political opponents, hidden threats, and open enemies. Yet he succeeded, not by ignoring enemies, but by understanding them, anticipating them, and using strategy to protect himself. He said, "Even a weak enemy must never be ignored." This chapter explores Chanakya's profound teachings on enemies, competition, and self-protection. Things every modern person needs for career, business, relationships, and life. Are not always people. Chanakya's first wisdom about enemies is surprisingly modern. He said, "Your greatest enemies live within you. Before you worry about external rivals, you must conquer your internal enemies: laziness, fear, ego, doubt, anger, distraction, overthinking, jealousy, procrastination. These destroy more dreams than any competitor ever could. External enemies can be avoided, defeated, or managed. Internal enemies follow you everywhere until you conquer them. Master your inner world, and the outer world becomes easier to navigate. Recognize threats early. Prevention is power." Chanakya was a master observer. He could predict danger long before it arrived. He taught, "Small enemies become great dangers if ignored." Think of life. A small lie becomes a big betrayal. A small debt becomes financial collapse. A small bad habit becomes a life problem. A small conflict becomes a major fight. A small insecurity becomes lifelong fear. You must identify threats early before they grow. Awareness is protection. Ignorance is destruction. Recognize threats early. Prevention is power. Chanakya was a master observer. He could predict danger long before it arrived. He taught, "Small enemies become great dangers if ignored." Think of life. A small lie becomes a big betrayal. A small debt becomes financial collapse. A small bad habit becomes a life problem. A small conflict becomes a major fight. A small insecurity becomes lifelong fear. You must identify threats early before they grow. Awareness is protection. Ignorance is destruction.
Know the types of enemies around you. Chanakya classified enemies into categories:
a powerful insight into human psychology. 1. Open enemies. These are people who clearly dislike you. They criticize openly and oppose directly. They are not dangerous. At least you know who they are. 2. Hidden enemies. These are the most dangerous. They pretend to support you, but secretly plot against you. They smile in front of you and talk behind your back. They act friendly, but feel jealous. Chanakya said, "Beware of the one who praises you excessively." 3. Situational enemies. People who turn against you due to circumstances, competition, misunderstanding, pressure, influence. 4. Internal enemies. Your own weaknesses that sabotage your progress. By understanding these types, you navigate relationships and competition with wisdom, not fear.
A wise person doesn't seek enemies, but doesn't ignore them either. Chanakya believed in peace, but he also believed in preparedness. He said, "An enemy ignored today will return stronger tomorrow." Avoid unnecessary conflict, but never remain blind to danger. Sometimes silence protects you. Sometimes action protects you. Sometimes distance protects you. Sometimes awareness protects you. Peace is important, but blind peace is a trap.
Never show your weakness to the world. Chanakya taught that enemies attack the moment they see vulnerability. He said, "Exposure of weakness invites danger." Even if you are struggling, do not display desperation. Do not show fear. Do not show loss of control. Do not show emotional breakdown to everyone. Strength is not just what you show. Strength is what you hide. Your battles are personal. Your strategy must be silent. Use intelligence over strength. Chanakya never believed in fighting enemies through force alone. He said, "A wise man defeats enemies with intelligence, not violence." In modern life, you don't fight with fists or swords. You fight with knowledge, strategy, boundaries, confidence, and clarity. You defeat manipulation with awareness, jealousy with success, lies with truth, gossip with silence, competition with skill, negativity with distance, fear with action. Intelligence wins where strength fails.
Competition is not a threat. It is a teacher. Chanakya admired healthy competition. He said, "The presence of a rival makes you alert, active, and ambitious. Your competition teaches you what to improve, where to grow, what to change, how to perform better, how to stay sharp, how to innovate. Do not envy competitors. Study them, learn from them, surpass them. Respect competition, but never fear it."
Protect your mind, your greatest fortress. Chanakya focused heavily on mental protection. He said, "The mind, once disturbed, is easily defeated." Protect your mind from negative people.
discouraging comments, gossip, drama, manipulation, fear, self-doubt, past failures. A clear mind sees opportunities. A disturbed mind sees confusion. Your mind is your fortress. Guard it.
Control information, the most powerful shield. Chanakya understood the power of secrets in survival and strategy. He said, "Information is the greatest weapon." Modern application. Do not reveal your income. Do not reveal your plans. Do not reveal your weaknesses. Do not reveal your moves. Do not reveal your strategy. Do not reveal your fears. Do not reveal your personal affairs. Do not reveal your goals prematurely. Silence protects you from enemies more than strength.
Prepare for battles you may never fight. Chanakya always prepared for the worst, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. He said, "Preparedness ensures victory even before the war begins." In life, you must prepare for financial emergencies, unexpected setbacks, betrayals, broken partnerships, sudden changes, competition, loss of income, health issues, emotional challenges. A prepared mind is never shocked. A prepared person survives storms.
Become so strong that enemies fear you. Chanakya said, "The greatest protection is strength." Strength in modern life means confidence, clarity, competence, skill, emotional balance, financial stability, strategic thinking, strong boundaries, resilience. When you grow strong internally and externally, enemies naturally step back. Competition respects you. Opponents hesitate. Negativity cannot enter. Strength is the silent roar that says, "I cannot be defeated easily."
Forgiveness is not weakness, it is strategy. Chanakya believed in forgiving, but not forgetting. He said, "Forgive the enemy, but never forget his nature." Forgiveness frees you mentally. Remembering protects you practically. Forgiveness is emotional wisdom. Memory is strategic wisdom. Both are necessary for survival and success.
Closing lines of Chapter 8.
Your goal is not to be afraid of enemies. Your goal is to be smarter than them. Your aim is not to eliminate competition. Your aim is to outgrow it. Your responsibility is not to fear threats. Your responsibility is to prepare for them. Remember Chanakya's timeless wisdom. Awareness is survival. Intelligence is victory. Rise with clarity. Rise with strength. Rise with strategy. Rise with wisdom. This is the 8th pillar of Chanakya Niti, the pillar that protects your life, shields your peace, and empowers your success.
Chapter 9. Purpose, Duty, and Destiny. There comes a moment in every life when the noise of the world begins to fade, and a silent question begins to rise within. Why am I here? What is my purpose? Some people ignore this question and live casually. Some fear the question and escape into distractions, but a rare few embrace it, and these few rise to greatness. Chanakya believed that an individual without purpose is like a ship without direction. He said, "The one who walks without purpose will be lost even on a straight road." Purpose is not luxury. Purpose is necessity. Purpose gives meaning to your pain and direction to your life. In this chapter, we explore the profound connection between purpose, duty, and destiny, the triangular compass Chanakya used to turn ordinary beings into extraordinary forces. Purpose is the fire that awakens the human spirit. Chanakya taught that every person is born with a unique potential, but only a few awaken it. He said, "Find the path that aligns with your nature, there lies your success." Purpose is not found outside you. Purpose is discovered within you, in your strengths, your passions, your values, your pain, and your dreams. Purpose lives in 3 zones: what you deeply care about, what you are naturally good at, what the world needs from you. When these 3 align, you become unstoppable. Purpose gives your journey meaning. Purpose gives your work energy. Purpose gives your suffering value. Duty, the discipline that shapes destiny. Chanakya believed purpose must be lived through duty, through consistent action, not imagination. He said, "Duty performed without expectation is the highest virtue." Modern life glorifies passion, but Chanakya glorifies responsibility. Because passion without discipline is temporary. Duty without motivation is powerful. Duty is the bridge between your purpose and your destiny. Duty means doing what must be done, even when you're tired, even when you're discouraged, even when no one appreciates it, even when it feels difficult. Duty is commitment. Duty is integrity. Duty is character. A purposeful life becomes a legendary life only through disciplined duty. Your destiny is not luck, it is your daily choices. Chanakya rejected the idea of luck controlling life. He said, "Destiny favors those who act with intelligence and determination." Your destiny is written not by the stars, but by your actions, habits, decisions, and priorities. Every small decision writes your destiny. When you wake up, what you read, what you eat, what you watch, what you practice, what you tolerate, who you stay around, how you think. Destiny is not one big moment. Destiny is thousands of tiny choices made with awareness. Purpose requires sacrifice. Chanakya believed that no great dream can be achieved without sacrifice. He said, "To gain something great, you must give up something lesser." People want greatness without sacrifice, success without struggle, respect without effort, results without discipline. But purpose demands sacrifice, sacrificing comfort, sacrificing distractions, sacrificing cheap pleasures, sacrificing toxic people, sacrificing laziness, sacrificing self-doubt.
Every sacrifice strengthens your destiny. Every distraction weakens it.
Recognize your calling. It comes through signs. Purpose is not always loud. Sometimes, purpose whispers through life's experiences. Chanakya said, "Life reveals the path to the one who observes." Your calling often comes through your natural strengths, the compliments you frequently receive, the tasks you enjoy, the responsibilities life repeatedly gives you, the subjects that excite your mind, the problems you feel strongly about, the pain you've endured, the dreams that don't leave you, the opportunities that follow you. Your purpose leaves footprints. You must learn to recognize them. Pain is the torch that illuminates your purpose. Chanakya believed pain is not punishment, it is revelation. He said, "Adversity leads a person to his true purpose." Think about it. Some people find purpose after heartbreak, some after losing a job, some after facing humiliation, some after financial hardship, some after losing a loved one. Pain transforms the heart. Pain clarifies priorities. Pain awakens the inner fire. The wound you received might be the doorway to your destiny.
Duty is greater than desire. Chanakya taught kings, warriors, and scholars to never abandon their duty. He said, "Desire changes, duty remains." This is one of his most powerful teachings. Desire is temporary, duty is eternal. Desire seeks pleasure, duty seeks purpose. Desire makes you emotional, duty makes you disciplined. Desire comes from the ego, duty comes from your soul. When you serve your duty, destiny serves you.
Purpose makes you fearless. Fear disappears when you have purpose. A purposeful person becomes unstoppable. Chanakya said, "The one who walks with a purpose does not fear obstacles." Fear of failure, judgment, loss, or rejection fades because purpose is stronger than fear. Purpose gives courage. Purpose gives clarity. Purpose gives resilience. People with purpose bend, but they never break.
Align your life with your dharma, higher duty. Chanakya's concept of dharma is not religious, it is ethical duty, higher responsibility, and noble purpose. He said, "Dharma protects the one who protects his duty." Meaning, when you follow your higher responsibility with honesty and sincerity, life itself begins to protect and guide you. If your actions help others, your destiny expands. If your actions harm others, your destiny shrinks. Your dharma shapes your destiny.
Do not compare your purpose with others. Chanakya strongly discouraged comparison. He said, "A lotus blooms in the water, a jasmine on land. Each has its own place." In modern life, someone becomes a visionary leader. Someone becomes an artist. Someone becomes a teacher. Someone becomes a warrior. Someone becomes a creator. Someone becomes an explorer. Everyone has a unique path. Comparison kills clarity. Comparison kills purpose. Walk your path with dignity. The world needs your light, not a copy of someone else's.
Commit to the path, not the outcome. Chanakya emphasized commitment over result. He said, "Do your duty with full effort. Results will come in their time." This is one of the deepest secrets of success. The person who chases results becomes anxious. The person who commits to the process becomes legendary. Don't run after the fruit. Water the roots. Let your work be the worship. Let your dedication be the prayer. Let your purpose guide the outcome. Destiny opens only when you start walking. Chanakya taught that waiting for the perfect moment is foolish. He said, "Begin without delay. The right moment comes after beginning." Most people wait for motivation, for confidence, for permission, for clarity, for resources, for support, for timing. But destiny reveals itself only to the person who starts. Start small. Start imperfect. Start uncertain. Start afraid. But start. The moment you take the first step, life begins to show the next. Closing lines of Chapter 9. Purpose gives your life meaning. Duty gives your life structure. Destiny gives your life significance. The world changes when an individual discovers their purpose, commits to their duty, and walks toward their destiny with courage. Do not wander. Do not drift. Do not live casually. Stand up. Find your purpose. Honor your duty. Shape your destiny. Because the greatest tragedy is not death. The greatest tragedy is a life lived without purpose. This is the 9th pillar of Chanakya Niti, the pillar that awakens the soul, strengthens the character, and guides the journey toward greatness. Chapter 10. Master your life. This final chapter is the ultimate culmination of everything Chanakya taught. Discipline, strategy, relationships, silence, resilience, wealth, leadership, and purpose. Chanakya believed the greatest success is not in conquering the world, but in conquering yourself. He said, "The person who masters himself becomes the master of destiny." The ultimate victory is the victory over your own mind. Let us explore how to truly master your life. Self-mastery is the highest form of power. People try to control everything around them: situations, people, outcomes, circumstances. But Chanakya said, "Control your mind, and the world cannot control you." Self-mastery means mastering your emotions, mastering your desires, mastering your fears, mastering your habits, mastering your thoughts, mastering your reactions. If you conquer yourself, nothing outside can defeat you. The mind is your kingdom. Chanakya compared the mind to a kingdom. If the king is weak, the kingdom falls. If the king is strong, the kingdom flourishes. He said, "Your mind is your greatest friend and your greatest enemy." Your mind creates your happiness, stress, vision, confusion, peace, chaos, power, weakness. Master your mind and you master life. Lose control of your mind and life masters you.
Control your desires. Desire is natural, but uncontrolled desire destroys. Chanakya warned, "He who is a slave to his desires loses his strength." Desire ruins focus, discipline, relationships, finances, health, and character. True power is not in satisfying every desire. True power is in choosing which desires deserve your energy. Not every impulse deserves action. Not every pleasure deserves pursuit. Not every temptation deserves attention. Control your desires, or desires will control you. Control your anger and words. Chanakya said, "One moment of anger can destroy years of wisdom." Anger blinds judgment. Anger ruins relationships. Anger damages opportunities. The master of life learns when to speak, when to stay silent, when to walk away, when to hold back, when to express calmly. Words are arrows. Once released, they cannot be taken back. Master your words, and you master your fate. Master your habits. Chanakya believed habits are more powerful than dreams. He said, "Habits shape destiny." Good habits create discipline, strengthen character, build health, sharpen focus, grow wealth, deepen wisdom. Bad habits waste time, drain energy, weaken discipline, attract negativity, reduce potential. Mastering your life means mastering your daily habits, because your future is hidden inside your routines. Courage is the fuel of mastery. Chanakya thought that fear is the barrier between you and your potential. He said, "Courage is the power to act despite fear." Master your life by mastering your courage. Do the things you fear. Try the things that challenge you. Walk the path that scares you. Speak the truth even when it's hard. Fear protects you, but courage transforms you. Balance, the art of living wisely. Chanakya valued balance deeply. He believed a wise life includes work and rest, ambition and peace, discipline and joy, solitude and connection, silence and expression. Too much of anything destroys you. Too much comfort weakens. Too much work exhausts. Too much emotion blinds. Too much pleasure traps. Too much isolation depresses. Balance gives stability. Balance gives clarity. Balance gives longevity. Mastery is balance. Protect your mind from negativity. Chanakya observed human nature deeply. He said, "Negative company destroys wisdom." Negativity enters your life through toxic people, gossip, news overload, social media comparison, pessimistic circles, self-doubt, and fear-based thinking. Master your life by mastering your environment. Your mind becomes what you feed it. Feed it wisdom. Feed it positivity. Feed it purpose. Feed it clarity. Your life will rise with your mindset.
Don't seek validation, seek authenticity. One of Chanakya's most profound teachings: the wise live by inner approval, not by outer applause. People chase validation, likes, praise, status, recognition, admiration, acceptance. But validation makes you weak. It makes you dependent on others for happiness. Master your life by becoming your own validation. Ask yourself, am I improving? Am I honest with myself? Am I walking with purpose? Am I aligned with my values? Live by your truth, not by others' opinions.
Serve something greater than yourself. Chanakya believed a life lived for self alone is a wasted life. He said, "The highest duty is to uplift the world you live in." Mastery is not selfish. Mastery is service. Serve your family, your society, your community, the world, your inner potential. Greatness is not measured by what you achieve for yourself, but by what you contribute to the world.
Mastery is a daily practice, not a destination. Chanakya reminds us, self-mastery is a lifelong journey. You will fall sometimes. You will make mistakes. You will lose control. You will struggle. You will fail. But mastery is not perfection. Mastery is progress. Every day you choose discipline over comfort, courage over fear, wisdom over impulse, peace over anger, focus over distraction, purpose over pleasure. You become the master of your life. Closing lines of Chapter 10. Life is not about waiting for destiny. Life is about creating destiny. Chanakya taught that the ultimate victory is not in conquering nations, but in conquering yourself. Master your mind, and your actions will follow. Master your actions, and your habits will follow. Master your habits, and your future will follow. This is the final pillar of Chanakya Niti, the pillar of total self-mastery. Rise with discipline. Rise with purpose. Rise with wisdom. Rise with courage. Rise with clarity. Rise with compassion. Become the master of your life, and destiny itself will bow before you.
Thank you for listening to Chanakya Niti, Life-Changing Principles. This motivational audiobook is written, narrated, and published by Sweet Audible.